I walk these streets far from home, fought silent battles on my own. Sleepless nights, unknown roads, carried dreams that felt like loads. But here I am, cap in hand, took my stand in a foreign land. Not just a paper, not just a line. This is my story, this moment's mine.
This is not routine ordinary video. Today I need to thank one person for my achievement of third post-graduation. I am thinking of someone, not someone from this earth. Not someone who lives in Paris or France or even this galaxy. I am thinking of him, the one who plays the flute beneath a kadamba tree. To reach him, I must cross planet Earth. Then need to enter other dimensions of 6 upper planetary realms: Bhuvarloka, Svarloka, Mahaloka, Jana Loka, Tapa Loka, Satya Loka, millions of galaxies, layers of time, karma, illusion and ego. I must pass through the shells of the universe: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and false ego. Beyond even that lies the Brahmajyoti, the dazzling spiritual light, where countless Vaikuntha planets float in eternity. But my destination is higher still. I must cross millions of material universes, each with their own sun, moon, stars and gods. Finally, beyond even Lord Brahma's realm, lies the topmost spiritual planet, Goloka Vrindavana, where every step is a dance, every word is a song, and every tree is a wish-fulfilling desire tree. Where Krishna walks barefoot on jeweled pathways and the sound of his flute stops the movement of time itself. To reach him, I must not travel trillions of miles by foot, but through the journey of surrender, the distance of devotion, the vehicle of bhakti. Today, as a graduate in this material world, I begin that inner journey, from the stones of Paris to the dust of Vrindavana, from illusion to truth, from ego to surrender, from earth to the lotus feet of Govinda. In the spiritual world, I have already received my true certificate from the hands of Lord Krishna himself. This material degree may bring applause, but the real fulfillment comes from seeing you, my Lord. Today, as I stand in this world, I know with full heart that all credit belongs to you. I have done nothing. Everything was your mercy, your guidance, and your grace. I am simply grateful to be in your presence. Hi, dear friends. Yesterday was my graduation ceremony in Paris. My third master's degree, another certificate, another photo, another applause. But this video isn't to celebrate a degree. This is not the story of a boy who just graduated. This is about what I truly learned and what they never taught me. Before stepping into the university auditorium, I walked into a church. Why? Because even though I wore a Krishna shirt, I know that God is everywhere. I wanted to say thank you, Krishna, and to university and to the professors, but mainly to Krishna, the real giver of knowledge, the real witness of my pain, struggles and growth. The graduation happened at Maison de l'Océan, a beautiful hall in Paris. I stood among many international students, smiled for the camera and received my degree in international marketing. But as I held that paper, I asked myself, what did I actually gain and what did I lose? We spend lakhs of rupees, leave our families behind, and come to cities like Paris with dreams. Dreams that this foreign land will give us success, respect and peace. But let me say it honestly, this outside world is not what the university shows in the brochures. I studied marketing, but in reality I saw manipulation. I studied global communications, but I faced racism, isolation and cultural barriers. I studied strategy, but in the real world most people follow greed, not ethics. To be honest, I used AI in my studies, but I also used my own brain, my common sense, my heart and my soul. AI may help us write reports, but it cannot teach us how to be human. And I fear for the next generation and the so-called alpha generation. Children raised by phones, scrolling endlessly, with no understanding of life, values or spirituality. I am a millennial, and I see a world where intelligence is rising, but wisdom is dying. Let me ask you, did any professor ever teach about birth, old age, disease and death? Did any subject teach how to control lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, fear and laziness? These are the real enemies, the 8 Arishad Vargas, not market competitors, not job interviews. But no classroom ever spoke about them. They taught us how to build a career, but not how to save the soul. They taught about personal branding, but never about self-realization. They gave us ethics but forgot divine qualities, forgiveness, compassion, humility. Nobody taught me how to cross the material ocean of suffering. Only Krishna did. My real university, the teachings of Krishna. My real teachers, Srila Prabhupada and the other spiritual masters who gave their lives to spread true knowledge. The ones who didn't just speak, but practiced. The ones who didn't grade me, but elevated me. A teacher is not one who gives you marks. A teacher is one who reminds you that you are not this body. You are the eternal soul and part and parcel of Krishna. A teacher is one who helps you wake up from illusion. So dear friends, if you're planning to come abroad and spend lakhs on education, ask yourself, do I want a job or do I want wisdom? Do I want degrees or do I want direction? Because what you truly need in this life, no university can give. You can get a degree in marketing and still be miserable. But if you get Krishna consciousness, even one verse of the Bhagavad-gītā, your life becomes successful. My real university, the teachings of Krishna. My real teachers, Srila Prabhupada and the other spiritual masters who gave their lives to spread true knowledge. The ones who didn't just speak, but practiced. The ones who didn't grade me, but elevated me. A teacher is not one who gives you marks. A teacher is one who reminds you that you are not this body. You are the eternal soul and part and parcel of Krishna. A teacher is one who helps you wake up from illusion. So dear friends, if you're planning to come abroad and spend lakhs on education, ask yourself, do I want a job or do I want wisdom? Do I want degrees or do I want direction? Because what you truly need in this life, no university can give. You can get a degree in marketing and still be miserable. But if you get Krishna consciousness, even one verse of the Bhagavad-gītā, your life becomes successful. You know, I thought graduation was the end goal. That piece of paper, the cap and gown, the fancy ceremony. But let me tell you, that was just the beginning. My real education started after I threw that cap in the air. See, I realized something profound. Life isn't about collecting degrees, it's about collecting wisdom. It's not about acing exams, it's about understanding yourself. I went from chasing grades to chasing enlightenment, from memorizing textbooks to meditating on truth. And you know what? This journey of self-discovery, of spiritual growth, it's the most challenging and rewarding course I've ever taken. No professor assigned it, no curriculum outlined it. It's a lifelong learning experience and I'm here for it. So, are you ready to enroll in life's real university? Actually, the real meaning of graduation in spiritually is, in Sanskrit, the word for student is shishya, and the real meaning of graduation is not when you wear a robe, but when you understand who you truly are. When you graduate from illusion, maya, onto realization, tattva. My real graduation is not this master's certificate. My real graduation began when I learned that aham brahmasmi, I am spirit soul, not this body. Coming to point of materialism, the pain of studying abroad, what nobody tells you. Nobody talks about the silent nights when you cry in your room. Nobody prepares you for the loneliness, the fake friendships, the cold system where money matters more than emotion. This is not just about education. This is about a system that forgot the soul and remembers only the so-called careers. Paris looks beautiful in lights, history, architecture. But underneath the charm, there's a spiritual emptiness. People drink, smoke, hook up, searching for love and meaning, but they don't know that the real love they seek is Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Knowledge means facts, wisdom means transformation. A degree can give you knowledge, but only the Bhagavad-gītā can give you wisdom, real value gained. I spent lakhs. Yes, I got a certificate, but was it worth it? Krishna says, Bahunam janmanam ante janavam mam prapadyate. After many lifetimes of education, the wise surrender to me. Why not begin that surrender now? AI will replace jobs, but can never replace consciousness. AI can write essays, make logos, do voiceovers. But AI can't cry, it can't feel God, it can't chant the holy name. We need inner intelligence, not just artificial intelligence. The future belongs not to coders, but to conscious souls. University taught how to brand a product, not how to clean the mind. Taught how to create demand, but not how to control desire. Never taught about karma, dharma, or how to respond to death. They taught trends, but Krishna teaches truth. Who are real teachers? My real teachers never charged lakhs. Srila Prabhupada and other gurus gave millions of people wisdom for free because it is not a business. It is parampara. Teachers are not those with PhDs, but those who chant with compassion, live purely, and see the soul in everyone. A degree without dharma is like a knife in a monkey's hand. Intelligence without humility leads to arrogance and destruction. Krishna teaches, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahman, true knowledge comes with humility. Don't just check course fees and rankings. Check whether your soul will survive. Will you lose yourself in Paris, cafes, parties, and pressure? Or will you remember Krishna in the land of illusion? Even if I fail in this material world, I have no regrets. Because Krishna has already promised in the Bhagavad-gītā, Shuchinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Brasto Bijayata. It means he will be born again in a pious or wealthy home to continue his bhakti. But those who ignore devotion, chasing only material success, may lose both. Without Krishna, no peace, no happiness. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya, na chayuktasya bhavana, na cha bhavayata shantira ashantasya kuta sukham. Translation: for one who is not connected with the Supreme, Krishna, neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind is possible. Without such connection, there is no peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? This is not just my graduation story. This is my transformation story. From illusion to introspection, from paper degrees to spiritual understanding. I thank Krishna, I thank all the devotees, and I thank everyone for listening. Hare Krishna, let us all become real students of life, of dharma, of devotion.